welcome back to my channel. Today's video is also going to be another drugstore video. I've been doing a ton of them lately, but the last one that I did ended up deleting itself, which I'm so pissed. Well, it didn't delete itself. I'm an idiot and I deleted it by accident, so really pissed about that. But today I'm just trying out a bunch of new drugstore items, which I'm really excited about. You guys will see which ones are a huge fail and which ones are like insane. I'm telling you guys, there is like one product in here that you need in your life. So if you guys are interested on how I got this makeup look using all drugstore products, then let's just go ahead and jump into today's video. First product that I'm trying today is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil, and I picked up the color Taupe. Usually that's the color that I am in most brow stuff. All right, once I get this plastic off of it, then we can start, but oh my gosh. So one side comes with a spoolie, so I'm just going to brush my brow hairs. And I'm really hoping that this brow color doesn't end up being like orangey, because my eyebrows are really ashy. So this color is definitely a little more orange than what I usually like, but okay, honestly, a chunk just, okay. The product's really nice, but it's definitely really orange. Like when I zoom you guys in to do my eyeshadow, you will definitely be able to tell how orange this product is. So if you guys have really ashy brows, definitely don't get Taupe. Because I totally thought Taupe was gonna be like Anastasia Beverly Hills Taupe, and it is not anything like Anastasia's Taupe. I'm gonna do my eyes, so I'm priming them using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is like my favorite concealer from the drugstore, so that's why I'm just taking it. It's like the thickest concealer that I own, so it's just best for an eyeshadow base. I have a lot of other good drugstore concealers that I really like, but this one is just like the thickest, so it's really good for priming your eyeshadow. I'm gonna set the eyeshadow base using this Coty Airspun Translucent Powder just before I go in with my eyeshadow to make sure it all blends out evenly. The palette that I picked up and I'm trying today is a Makeup Revolution SophX eyeshadow palette, and I'm really excited to try this out. They had the highlighting palette and I unfortunately did not think to pick it up. I don't know why, but now that I came home and like actually watched other tutorials and stuff, I'm like so upset that I didn't get the highlighting palette. Time to open this sucker up. Inside of this palette, there's 24 eyeshadows, and I believe I only paid $15, and then I had 20% off coupon. So that's really good. I already love that there's a huge mirror that comes inside of this palette, and then all the shade names are on this clear plastic right on top of it, which is pretty cool. First shade that I'm taking is this one right here, and it's called Pancakes, and I'm just gonna use that as like my transition shade. Might be a little too light, but I think it'll work. There's honestly so many pretty shades inside this palette that like I don't even know what I want to start with. The next shade I'm taking in that transition area as well is this one, this orange one on the corner, and it's called Cup of Tea. And in case you guys are wondering, the brush that I'm using for this is the Morphe M518. That shade's extremely pigmented, but it's blending out like a dream. The next color that I'm going to take into my crease is this one right here, which is called Pumpkin. Honestly, I'm so impressed by these shadows. I can't even. So this one right here is the next color I'm taking, and it's called Strawberry Sweets. I'm sorry I keep looking down. I just have like the little sheet down here. I'm going to take it on my Morphe M433 and work that into my crease and my outer corner as well. I'm actually gonna take a smaller brush and do this now, and this is the Morphe M506. Guys, you cannot deny this pigmentation. Before I move on any further, I'm sure you guys already know what I'm about to do. I'm going to cut out the inner corner with my concealer. So I'm just going to take some on this side and do this side first. grab a concealer brush, wherever that is. I'm dipping back into Strawberry Fields and just deepening up that outer corner once again and just kind of blending out that concealer and the pink shade. I think from the middle of the lid, I'm going to take this purple shade, which is called Mixed Berries. I'm taking the color Pink Champagne, which is right above that purple shade we just used, and I'm placing that on the inner corner of my lid. I've been naming this color wrong this whole time. It's called Strawberry Sweets, not Strawberry Fields. I don't know if I said that or not. But I'm just working more of that into my outer corner. Does anybody else have a patch that like messes up your eyeshadow every single time? For some reason, right above my crease right here always has a patch, like a darker patch than everything else, so it makes it look like it's not blended, but I promise it's blended, it's just my eye. Now I'm just taking some makeup wipes and kind of cleaning up right here. I'm leaving my eyeshadow alone for now because I have to do my base in order to do the lower lash line. So I'm just going to coat my lashes and put on some lashes, move on to the face. I think this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar Xfiber Mascara. I've been trying it out this week and I absolutely love it. It's like step one is on this side and then you coat it with the fibers on this side. And it's absolutely amazing. I wanted to use this in today's tutorial because it is pretty new to me and just pretty new to the drugstore in general, but I'm of course going to use lashes after, so it doesn't really matter. Box looks a little funky because I've already used these lashes before, but I'm going to use them again, and these are the Eyelure Luxe Gilded Lashes, as you guys can tell. Yeah, so I'm gonna put those on off camera and then I'll be right back once they're on. I'll never understand what takes me so long to put on lashes. Like, I swear to God, I will be late to my wedding because I'm putting on lashes. Like, I don't know what is wrong with me, but I cannot ever get it right. I went through like 2 pairs of lashes trying to do that, so. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to the face. I don't know if I've ever tried this primer or not, but e.l.f. sent it over to me and it's their hydrating face primer. It just looks like this. And I'm going to try this one out today, so. Just placing a little bit. Oh. I honestly feel like that does not feel hydrating at all. It's like kind of greasy, kind of oily, like, okay, I'm not a fan of how that feels, but we're just gonna move right along. I feel like every other item that I try is like a hit and a miss and a hit and a miss. My brows were a miss only because of the shade. The eyeshadow was a hit, it's fucking amazing. And now the primer is a miss. So this is probably going to be a hit. I'm going to try the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. I picked up the color 301, which I'm pretty sure is the lightest one. I'm really pale, as you guys can see. I don't know what it is about Ulta, but their lighting in there is so shitty. Like, you think it's great when you're in there, but oh my God, when you walk outside, girl. I learned that last time because I was swatching foundations on my hand and I was like, wow, that looks great. So I bought it and then I went outside and my hand was like so orange and so tan. I was like, okay. I honestly just went with the lightest shade and I can't get this fucking thing open. But yeah, so I just went with the lightest shade and it's like a really weird, like, this feels really thick. That's like hanging on, like, what? Okay. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Okay. I think that's enough. I always hate when I don't have like pump foundations because I don't know how much I'm like truly putting on my face. Oh, okay. I think I put way too much on. I'm gonna wipe away this side because that is like a lot apparently, but I'm just using my sponge to blend that in. You know what? I don't think that's really blending in with a sponge, which is really freaking weird. So I'm just going to use this Morphe brush. And this is the M439. And there's a hair. I don't know if this foundation just looks weird because of the primer underneath or just because the foundation in general. I should have tried it out on just one side of my face, but personally, I would not recommend this foundation. It's definitely showing a lot of my texture and it's not really sinking into my skin. It's just kind of sitting on top of it. It's definitely full coverage, but it does not look good. I guess that's kind of a miss. It doesn't look terrible. It's just like, okay, yeah, actually it looks kind of terrible. The next product I'm using is this LA Girl Pro Concealer, but I'm using it to contour. So the shade that I got is called Toast. All right, so I'm just gonna squeeze a little on the, oh, that's dark. My gosh, you guys, what have I done? I'm really hoping I can blend this out because, oh. All right, I'm just taking a little bit off and putting it on my brush. Okay, this is just way too funny. Okay, this is, no. I need to wipe off my face and start over because I don't know why, but this is fucking hilarious to me. Oh man, oh man. This literally looks like I wiped chocolate on my face. Okay, I'll be right back once I fix myself. So sorry, that was so embarrassing, guys. I'm just gonna play it safe and use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer and a Wet n Wild foundation. What is with me? Oh my, what? Okay, I do not need that much primer. I need to calm down and really take this seriously. By the way, I don't mean to offend anyone when I say I literally looked like I rubbed chocolate in my face. That was just a really dark contour and I'm like really pale because it's winter time. I really wish the shade was right because I know that concealer is super creamy and a lot of people use it for contouring, but whoa, whoa. This next foundation is actually new and it's the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation and I'm in the color 10, well, I picked up the color 107. I think there's only one shade lighter than this, which is kind of hard to believe because this is like really dark for me, so. Well, not really dark, it's not terribly dark, but I'm just grabbing my sponge and kind of pressing it into here. But like, it is pretty dark for being the second lightest shade. I wouldn't say the shade range is like A+, but I really like the way this foundation smells. Their other foundation smells like paint, which doesn't bother me, but this one smells a lot better. You guys can definitely tell this foundation is a little too tan for me, but that's okay. I'm going to cover it all up with concealer. But what I was gonna say about this foundation is that I think it's a medium coverage. It smells really good. It's definitely not as full coverage as a Photo Focus foundation, but I think it still looks really, really beautiful on the skin, and I need to blend out my neck. Next, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I'm going to cream contour, so I'm also using Wet n Wild. This is their contouring stick in the color Call Me Maple. I'm liking this so much better so far, so I'm going to just set it all with my Coty Airspun Translucent Powder. And you guys know I don't like to bake, so I'm just using a brush. This is my Morphe Y11. Is there one that doesn't smell? Cause it smells like just grandma, man. I say that in every video, but it literally smells like grandma. Now I am using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the darker one, and I'm just using that to set that contour. I actually do want to bake, so I'm just going to put a little bit underneath my cheekbones. This is the only place that I bake just because it gives me that really, really chiseled look. All right, and now while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to put on some blush. I'm using the Wet n Wild color icon in the color Pearlescent Pink. Now the highlight, of course, is also from Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. All right, I'm just gonna brush away that setting powder real quick. I need to do something with my brows because they are like bothering me so bad. So I'm just going to use my regular Benefit brow. I don't care if this is an all drugstore video. These things are just driving me crazy, so I'm gonna need to fix them up. All right, I feel so much better now that those are done. So I'm going to move back onto the eyes, which I'm so excited for. Going back into this palette, of course. And the first shade that I'm going to take is this orangey color right here that we use, which is called Cup of Tea. And I'm just taking it onto this small fluffy brush, which is my Morphe M321. 3, 2, 1, blast off. I'm kind of extending that out and connecting it to this outer corner over here. Now I'm gonna take that shade Pumpkin and put that on my lower lashes as well. And then I'm taking this pink shade, which is called Strawberry Sweets, not Strawberry Fields. I'm an idiot. I don't even know if I've been saying Strawberry Fields this whole time. Have I been saying Strawberry Sweets? Have I been saying that right? I think my camera just overheated at the last part that I was doing. I'm just taking that mixed berry shade and I put it right here closest to my lashes. And I just use a small little flat brush to apply that. And I'm taking that color Fairy Lights right here and placing that on my inner corner and my brow bone for a highlight. Oh my gosh, you guys, I literally cannot get over how pigmented. I'm trying 2 new products for lips. They're not necessarily new to me, but the shades are new. And this is the NYX Butter Gloss. I've heard it's a really, really good nude one. And this is in the color Creme Brulee. And then the NYX Lingerie lipsticks are like my favorite formula. I don't think I've tried this color because I just checked my collection and I don't have it. This is the color Silk Indulgent number 22. And I'm lining them with NYX Suede Lip Liner in the color Whipped Caviar. Alright guys, so I guess this is pretty much it for today's makeup tutorial. I really enjoyed how this look turned out, even though I did not enjoy more than half of the makeup products that I tried out. The contour did not work out for me, foundation did not work out for me, primer did not work out for me, brows did not. But let me tell you, this made the look. This palette literally is right next to my Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette in like drugstore favorites. Like, I kid you not, the pigmentation, as you guys can see, the blendability, everything about this eyeshadow palette, the color selection. I mean, I'm like so inspired right now to try so many different looks now that I have it. Oh, guys. Anyways, you guys get the point of what I'm trying to say here. It's just a really, really cheap eyeshadow palette and it's amazing quality. 24 shadows, 15 bucks, can't beat that. So I really suggest you guys go and checking that out. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video and sticking around, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.